We are here today to build an agent in Microsoft Copilot Studio, super simply using the new GitHub Copilot CLI. And I'm joined by a special guest here. We're going to show you step-by-step everything you need to know to do this right now.
Hi, Griffin.
Yeah,
How are
absolutely.
you?
David, thank you for being here.
You enjoying?
I am enjoying. We are currently here recording this at the MVP Summit, and I want to get into the content. But today, I wanted to get you in here because I personally, I'll be transparent, I know nothing about the GitHub Copilot CLI. And I know it's a super powerful tool to build agents, particularly in Copilot Studio. So I want to maybe ask the silly questions that other people may be asking as you show me how to do this.
Yeah. So here, we are showing you a blog post. First of all, this is a new skill for GitHub Copilot CLI. It's in alpha release, so it's like in early stage, but you can use it, you can try, you can give feedback to the PowerCat team, which is in charge of evolving this skill. So you have here the blog post where you can check step by step on how to install, how to get started. So in the end, the goal of this tool, of this skill, is to help you to modify, in this case, Copilot Studio agents using natural language. For non-technical people. In this moment, you need to know a little bit of the internals and how it works and how a Copilot Studio agent function. But in the end, the goal of this is make this an agentic development and make this automatically using natural language without you having to modify anything or troubleshoot anything.
Yeah. Let's get in there and open it up. While you're pulling it up, I'll mention it's a really powerful tool to build Copilot Studio agents at scale using natural language and not necessarily having to know all of the particular nuances of how to do this or how to do that. It seems to be pretty promising.
So here you have all the blog posts. We are going into the topic. So first of all, you need to have installed the Copilot Studio extension in your Visual Studio Code. This is very important. It's all in the blog, all step by step. And you also need to install the GitHub Copilot. All right. So GitHub Copilot CLI. So when you open PowerShell and you put the Copilot command, it will pop up with this. Okay, so this is very important. Let's go outside and then we finish the session. Okay, and we start by creating. There is one important point here. So you need to create the agent in the Copilot Studio interface. So for the moment, it's not possible to create it from the CLI. So first of all, we go to agents. Let's create a simple agent to query the Microsoft Learn page. Okay, we create a new agent. And then we need to finish, let them finish to setting up all the initial configurations. And once we're ready, we can change the name, the description, the instruction, everything. We can change it from the Copilot CLI interface. Okay, it's not needed to do anything here.
There we go. It's provisioned.
It's provisioned. Now we go to Visual Studio Code. We open Copilot Studio and we hit on Clone Agent. Here, for the first time, you will need to connect to your Power Platform environment. Okay, I am already connected, so it will pop up with all my environment inside my tenant.
I'm guessing that's in the blog as well.
Yeah.
Be linked in the description.
It's in the blog. Yeah.
Very good.
He's listing all the environments in my tenant, and let's see if it finally show up the one that I want to connect. Okay, here we go. We have Premium US. You select the environment, and then it will list all my agents inside the environment. Here we have agent 2. Okay, we select, and in this moment it's downloading. So we need to choose a folder in our hard disk, in our local disk. So I have a repos folder here, and inside my repos, I will create new folder.
So the CLI will operate essentially through a folder. It's going to kind of put all of its information in there.
So this is like a local repository. It will now connect into the environment and download all the files that compose the agent, because in the end, the agent, it's about config files, So here you can see that agent 2, and we have topics. This is the system topics.
Sure.
We have the workflows, no workflow for the moment. We have the initial configuration. Here is the name of the agent. So we have everything set up. Now we need to go to Copilot Studio CLI, go to this folder. This is important. So we go to repos.
The folder we just made.
Yes. And we go to, I put MSL Learn agent and agent 2. So we are here and we init Copilot CLI.
The GitHub Copilot CLI.
Yes. First question is telling that if you trust the files in the folder. Okay. Now, in this moment, the first time you need the Copilot CLI, you need to install the plugin, the Copilot Studio plugin. This is in the blog post. We are not going through that, but it's a step by step indicating the process.
Sure.
So now we have 3 skills. You have here like Copilot Studio author. This is one of the skill that we can use in the plugin.
And what does a skill mean?
So skill is like a group of features that the plugin or the agent can do. So in this case, we have 3 skills. We have author, we have travel shot, and we have test. So this means that the author skill, we have all the powers, if you allow me the word, to edit topics, actions, knowledge source. So these are like a special group of actions that it can do.
Understood.
Then test, we have all the test powers, all the like agentic testing, all the evaluations that you can do. And troubleshoot, of course, when you have an error, when you have a problem, it will help you to debug issues. So this way, the skills are good because, you know, every time you invoke the agent, it consumes tokens. So one of the benefits of skills is that it creates groups of features, group of actions that the agent can do, and it does not load all the actions, all the descriptions, all the prompts every time. So you save up tokens, and also it is like more efficient in the work. Okay. So let's say I want to modify this agent to add the ability to get information from, and let's find the Microsoft Learn page, Microsoft Learn for Copilot Studio. So it takes like a Copilot Studio Learn homepage, and from here, I think that we can go one level up, and from here we can like query information.
So this is basically just the prompt that you're telling the GitHub Copilot what you want it to do to our agent in Copilot Studio.
Yes. So you will see that now it start working, and it will like modify some of the fields, add another fields to the agent. Change the agent name to Microsoft Learn agent.
What do we want to say? Like write instructions and a description explaining it?
Write a good agent description and some detailed instructions so the answers are good. Whatever. Okay, let's try it and see what happens. So now it is thinking in the internals. It is using the Cloud Sonnet 4.6 model. You can see it here.
In your experience, how long typically does it maybe take a prompt currently?
So depends on how much things you request. So it can be like some seconds to some minutes. And this plugin will usually ask you to confirm several actions. So it's better you keep it here unless you like make a setting for auto approve everything, which by the way I don't recommend. Because you know AI can go wrong. So every time it have some question, it will pop up to you. So you will need to say yes or no.
Gotcha. So if it recognizes right here, okay. So it's saying, hey, we need to create some knowledge. Do you want us to run this? Like you want us to add knowledge to your agent, right?
Yes. So now we hit yes, and now it continues. So it says, working on this, the author agent is making the change. I'll update you when it's done. So it's working.
I think it's really cool that it can help write descriptions, write instructions. We can see it can now add knowledge sources. Can it also add like tools and create topics, add some of the new MCP tools that are coming out?
So for the moment, this is limited to topics and specific knowledge source. So let's see if with this website knowledge source, it can do it by itself, or you need to like push the agent and configure. So you can create topics, that's included. You can add sub agents, but for the tools, I think that you need like push the agent, add the connection for the main problem is the connection to the knowledge source or the tool.
To the tool.
So so here is agent display name set to the name I told, plus a professional description and a detailed 8-point instructions. Let's see. So new knowledge source files created pointing to this URL with depth to crawling. Once you push to Copilot Studio, the agent will automatically use that Microsoft Learn. So it looks like it did it.
Ready to deploy.
So now we go back to Visual Studio Code and we see all the change. We see the new knowledge folder. This is the knowledge configuration pointing to the right. So this is also the agent. Look at the instructions here, okay, and the description. So now we go to Copilot Studio extension and hit push button. This moment is connecting to the environment, is pushing the change to the Copilot Studio environment, and it's done. So now if we go back to Copilot Studio, we see this agent 2, and we need to hit reload to see what is happening. So now, if everything goes well, we should see how the name has changed, how the description have changed.
I see it's added.
It's
some
added.
Kind of knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming in there.
It's going. When relevant, okay. We have maybe knowledge. Yes. It is. Let's ask some question, right? So let's see what we can ask by here. So let's ask, for instance, how we can create.
How do we use the prompt builder?
How do we use the prompt builder? All right. How do we use the prompt builder? There you go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and sure enough, you can see by the citation there that it's using that.
It's pointing to.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, okay. With that being said, though, I do think that this is cool. Obviously, it's brand new, and we're leaving kind of the nuances and the things that maybe aren't working that well right now in. Like we're not gonna paint a pretty picture that it's not.
Yeah.
So, but it does nonetheless speak to the value that this could provide to help continue to break down that barrier, or maybe the speed, the time it takes to create agents.
So in the end, you can, like you have seen, you can use natural language.
Yeah.
You can start building the agent. Now you can continue to adding things from here, from the interface, or from the Copilot Studio CLI, because of course PowerCat team is evolving the tool. So in the coming weeks, in the coming months, they are receiving all the feedback from the people like you and me that are testing the tool, and they are continue to adding more features.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, maybe 30 more seconds. What's anything else that somebody should be aware of in using this tool that we haven't necessarily considered today?
So for me, the most important is that it's in preview. Use carefully, check what is done, because you cannot be 100% confident on the results, but it will help you to start or building the base of your agent. One cool thing that you can do is providing feedback on LinkedIn, on the blog post, comments, even to us. We can get reach to the PowerCat team with your feedback. So it will be nice if we can help these guys to evolve.
Absolutely. David, man, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. And I want to reach out to you and let me know in the comments, how do you see you using this? Like, do you feel like this is at least beneficial? Maybe not right now, but I think in the future, it could be really powerful tools. Once you can add tools and really create those topics and have a little bit more confidence in that. So with that being said, thank you so much for sticking to the end of the video. My name is Griffin Lickfelt, joined by super special guest, David Lorenzo, here today. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video, and I'm excited to connect with you in the next one.